speaking of teams I'm just curious about is Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Buffalo has a lot of talent. They're really fun. I'm just curious. I'm just curious what happens there. I don't know if they kind of look at the season like, oh, it's a one-off and we'll be okay next season. It's like, well,
What about last season?
What about last
What
season?
about
Jeff
the
Skinner's
15
getting,
before?
Skinner's getting older. Alex Tuck is getting into kind of the prime of his career there.
Yeah. Well, they brought Tuck in to be like, this is a guy you want to have on when this team's on the up and up because he wants to be here. But I mean, he's been there like this is his third season.
Yeah, he's been there.
He's probably getting tired of playing.
You
there.
want Claude Giroux on the Edmonton on the Ottawa Senators because he's from Ottawa and he's gonna be here for the long haul. I don't. I love Claude, but I also know that guy's a fucking winner and
yeah,
and he's probably. That's the thing with Ottawa too is like this sickness, that's this exhaustion with kind of Brady Tkachuk's way of like the Tkachuk way of leading things,
which is just bull in a china shop.
Well, yeah, it's just like you're always getting into fights and you're doing this stuff and you're rah and if you don't get your way, you're running at dudes.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, God, you gotta have to have a little bit more nuance, and if another team knows if they just poke you, you're gonna lose your shit.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, when your leader, when your main captain is that rah, I'm going to make everything about me, I'm going to take away from the game actually being played, then your teammates are like, God, I got to go into another scrum.
Yeah. Well, and think about what Claude Giroux said.
It's a 2-2 game. Do we have to get into a scrum? Can we not just try and score on the
We're playing the San Jose Sharks.
We're playing the Sharks. Brady, like, this is not a statement game. Can we just please win this game like it's 1 of 82?
Yeah.
And just get on with it.
You think, I forget where I heard it, but they kind of talked about Claude Giroux's post-game after the Ridley Gregg thing.
Yeah.
And he's just like, man,
I don't want to.
I don't know.
No.
I don't necessarily agree with some of these things here. And, yeah, it seems like Buffalo reminds me of the Ottawa Senators.
Yeah.
They remind me of the Canucks of a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And it was who had that comment? Maybe it was Tocchet. We had a lot of good players, but now they weren't a team.
Yeah, no. Well, Rutherford talked about that.
Yeah, that was the Rutherford line.
That this squad was a bunch of good players, but they need to become a team to be successful.
And I see that so much in Ottawa because I love so many pieces. And I'm like, you look at they have an embarrassment of riches.
Yeah,
but nothing works.
Yes. Yeah, so that's my thing with Claude Giroux too. Is that I know Ottawa fans are like, why would he move? His family's here. Yeah, I think he also thought that this team wasn't going to be.
He had a 3-year plan.
He has one more year left after this, so it's like, he's going to be. Oh, when's his birthday? Is in January, so he's going to be 37-year-old UFA. And then I guess he could still chase a cup here or there, and then be that guy. But it's a year. Like, why wouldn't he just jumpstart and go and be like, hey, guys, you guys obviously are going to give Chris Tanev a 4-year deal in the offseason. You don't need my leadership.
Chris Tanev at that age?
No, I mean, that's the thing. That was
I know.
the report, right? Ottawa's really interested in Chris Tanev, and
but
they
they're
want
so
character guys.
But they just went out and got a character
guy.
I
don't know.
Like,
man,
what the hell?
Ryan, why are you looking at me like I'm running the Senators? I got no sway in this. Would I do that? No. If I wanted character guys, I'd be like, who wants to play on the fourth line for 10 minutes a night? And, is that you, Nick Bonino? Sure. Sure, you've got character. And are you going to score? No. Are you going to get scored on? No. Perfect. The Louis Erickson. I mentioned this in our group chat.
Yep.
I got a little pushback, but Ilya Mikheyev.
Yeah. Donnie, I'm telling you,
it's little shades of Louis, little shades of little things where he's doing all the little things.
Oh God. Next thing you know, it's going to be a moral victory for Ilya Mikheyev.
Milstein on line 1. Well, Dan Milstein realized we were talking about him, and he called him. He's like,